Меня зовут Ремзи.
My name is Remzi, and I am the founder of the Ikhlyas technology project. The company is engaged in the disposal of polymer waste, and I am one of the patent holders for the development of a device for the disposal of polymer waste. There are many videos currently available that tell us that the only way to deal with plastic is by collecting and burying it. What is done with plastic in the United Arab Emirates? They make meter-by-meter bales, weighing about 500 kilograms, and collect them in tunnels up to 9 meters deep located in the desert. They store the plastic with the hope that future generations will find some kind of technology that will allow them to recycle it. In 10 to 20 years' time, perhaps. Ocean debris is a prime example. The oceanic garbage patch was measured in depth and diameter. The approximate weight of the garbage was 100 million tons, taking into account that they only counted up to a depth of 800 meters. Scientists did not descend further. This is a huge iceberg. Only the top is visible, and it is not known how much debris is actually collected on the ocean floor. There is a UN opinion that there will be more plastic in the ocean than marine life by 2050. Can you imagine the scale of this problem that should have been addressed many years ago? Recycling plastic can be compared to a gamble. I have spoken with many plastic product manufacturers of well-known brands that use recycled plastic products. The profitability of plastic recycling enterprises is about 7 to 12%. Most of the cost is in obtaining the energy required to manufacture these products, as well as the raw materials themselves. Only 1% of recycled plastic can be added to raw materials to make a new product. If you add more, there will be a decrease in the adhesive properties of the plastic, and you will get a substandard end product. Reheating leads to a decrease in the adhesion properties of raw materials for plastic production. Only 1% of the total volume of plastic waste gets a second life. But what to do with the remaining 99%? And where to hide everything that people will throw away after that? Once plastic has been recycled, it is no longer suitable for the production of plastic raw materials. There is only one possible answer. Humanity needs technology that will enable 100% recycling of plastic. The whole of Europe is trying to abandon waste incineration and offers this technology to Russia and some other countries. They can still sell their incineration technology, and for a high price. Even now, the material balance will be maintained, and all recycled plastics will be converted a different state anyway. It is important to remember this. The society of the world is solving the problem of plastic waste by pretending to destroy plastic in this way. But in fact, it looks like it is being hidden from sight or swept under the rug. Plastic will transform into another state of the same volume according to the law of conservation of matter. If it is recycled, it will become solid, liquid, or gaseous. Waste incinerators will lose their relevance and become unprofitable when the world learns that there are more efficient and environmentally friendly waste disposal technologies available. Waste incineration plants require tons of waste and generate only up to 171 megawatts of energy per year in total. We are now on site for a 100% plastic recycling facility. The plant occupies only 160 square meters and can deliver an energy value of the products obtained to the amount of 25 megawatts per day. This is much more than 171 megawatts per year, right? My team has been creating and improving technology for over 14 years. It all started with a conversation I had with my friend, who told me that some kinds of flammable liquid can be turned out from plastic waste by 50%, and the remaining 50% will go into a gaseous state. Then the idea came to me that plastic waste could become a resource, or more specifically, a free resource. Used plastic packaging and plastic bags become refuse. Volunteers collect the refuse and bring it to us. It is crushed, dried, and becomes the raw material for disposal and recycling. Intensive heating of raw materials starts here. The material enters the reactor under a vacuum, using a vacuum loader, and then heating begins. Nobody else has carried out vacuuming of polymers before us, so we increased the load 6 times. The whole process takes 12 hours. All processes take place in these devices. There is only one heating process. The polymer is separated into fractions first. Paraffin is formed here. Separation takes place in a second catalytic process. We'll see diesel here. Further, gas and petrol fractions rise to the top, where 2 petrol and gas fractions are separated after being freed from the diesel fraction. The petrol fraction is captured here, and the gas goes to the gas tank. The process is fully computerized and configured to operate without human intervention. Fully regulated. All process data are visible on the screen. Pressure, product yields, temperature, everything is fully displayed on the screen. There are no other such results in the world. We put plastic waste into the reactor, and at the exit, we already get 5 different products. Petrol additive, diesel additive, petrolatum, a mixture of refractory paraffins, gas, and carbon residue. We loaded a kilogram and got practically the same kilogram at the end of the process. These are ready-to-use products, immediately available at the end of the process. These are the first liters of our products. Diesel additive comes out dark at the beginning. Diesel will become lighter as the reactor temperature rises. The density of the first product is 800. The first batch of petrol comes out with a low octane number, about 92 at first. A product with a lower density and higher octane will be obtained after the 3rd stage of the process. A high octane number with a low specific gravity is one of the advantages of our product. The next output product is gas. About 100 to 100 cubic meters of gas are obtained from each ton of polymer. Gas is collected in a gas tank, which is designed for 320 cubic meters. Gas is used to provide electricity for its own production, for preparation, drying of processed products, for heating, and electricity generation. The gas obtained during the processing is very clean. It burns very well and has a high heat transfer. We use our own multi-consistency gas and paraffin wax in our burners. Special laboratories took measurements of the exhaust gases. Indicators were below the permissible norms. The recycling process and production of products are recognized as environmentally friendly, escaping vapors of up to 100 degrees and have no negative impact on the environment. The site contains documents with research on products and flue gases. You can take a look and see for yourself the compliance with environmental regulations during the recycling and the recycling process. All emission figures are well below the permissible values. My car is like a laboratory. The engine has tested the fuel options that come with plastic recycling. The car runs on fuel obtained from the recycling of plastic waste from the very beginning of our technology development to the present day. The fuel additives obtained as a result of processing are free of sulfur and lead compounds. This is the advantage of our additives, a result of processing, are free of sulfur and lead compounds. This is the advantage of our additives over other types of fuel. There are no sulfur or heavy metals in the polyurethane formula. Smoke disappears in diesel engines after using these additives. The fuel system is cleaned and the engine runs much smoother. There is no characteristic sound of the hard operation of the diesel engine. All this seems fabulous, impossible, or difficult to believe at first. A great man said, "If a crazy idea has visited the head of one person, he will always find a like-minded person." I am an ordinary person, and I cannot solve the problems of humanity on my own. Humanity will be able to solve a global problem with the help of this technology, but a problem exists, and it is high time we solved it. There are some tools available, but not very many, and the effectiveness of these tools is very low, so they are not ready to solve a global problem yet. Just pay attention to the performance of some small companies now, and they will eventually make a major breakthrough in the future in solving the global issue of recycling plastic waste.